For 5 or so years, ScottyMeLad has awarded different video games, TV series, and movies the prestigious title of Best of the Year. So here are our picks for the best of entertainment for 2021. With so many AAA titles, new consoles, and game-changing tech in this gaming industry, you might be surprised that for me, a small little indie game won this King of the Virtual Hill. Or, if you've been watching me for a long time, you're probably not that surprised. Inscription is a title created by Daniel Mullins and published by Devolver Digital. It is a deck-building game where you play cards against a mysterious man. The more you play against the man, the more you uncover about your situation, as other game elements slowly reveal. Even if card games aren't your thing, the other elements mentioned before will keep you on your toes and keep you interested in the game. You have puzzle elements, escape room style scenarios, and I can't say any more because this game unwraps itself into something truly special. And the less you know, the better. But just know this game has twists that you will never see coming. And the game describes itself as a psychological horror game. It's so much more than that, and I really didn't find it all that scary. And even with all these great twists and turns, what I find remarkable is that when this complex, compelling story came to a close, I still wanted to engage with the game, and I continued playing it through the card game, a new feature available as free DLC. Generally, I'm not a fan of deck building or card style games, but the actual game of Inscription is straightforward and highly engaging. And when I continued playing match after match, I was reminded on how much I actually liked the world and the characters of Inscription. At first glance, Inscription may not look like your cup of tea. But trust me when I say that Inscription is the most unique game to come out within the past decade, and it's wholeheartedly worth your time. If there was a time to jump into the wild world of streaming services, 2021 was the year to do it. I typically say there was something to watch on any given service every year, but I found that 2021 had something substantial to watch nearly every month, heck, sometimes every week. So instead of focusing on the mega giant hits, I wanted to focus on the smaller mega giant hit, Only Murders in the Building. Only Murders in the Building is a comedy drama about a murder case investigated by 3 armchair detectives, a fancy term for podcasters who love true crime mysteries. The writing is punchy, quick-witted, and hilarious. The show is wildly creative, with guest stars perfect for their roles. The show even changes in points of view to keep the story fresh and illuminate different elements of the mystery. And of course, Steve Martin steals every scene. He is one of my favorite actors, and whenever he's with one of his best friends and mighty entertainer in their own right, Martin Short, the two are catastrophically funny. They do such a great job playing these flawed characters who are immensely likable, and no one in the show does it better than Selena Gomez. Gomez gives her best performance to date, bringing a fun charm to the group with Mabel, the focal point of the series and the one who supports everybody in the show. Martin and Short were always known as a comedy duo, but now I cannot picture these 3 apart anymore. I want to see so much more of them, and Selena Gomez has always been a standout actress, but now she has cemented herself as one of the all-time greats. Only Murders in the Building is Hulu's best show. Full stop. With solid performances, a massive heart for musical theater and podcasting, all tied together in a love letter to whodunits. What more do you need for evening's entertainment?
That's some neat trick. That sense of yours.
Honestly, I struggled which movie I was going to pick for 2021. There really weren't that many that got me excited. Sure, there were plenty that I went to go see that I loved, but really only a short list of ones that I thought were actually worthwhile. I felt that 2020 and the upcoming slate of 2022 has much stronger hits, at least for me. And this movie wasn't even on my radar, and I just watched it on a whim. And just like that, The Green Knight became my movie of 2021. Now, I feel like I have to say, this movie is probably not for everyone. Frankly, the audience that I was with in the theater that I had, they pretty much hated it. But it doesn't matter, because that movie was not made for them. It was made for me. At least, that's how it felt. The Green Knight is an accurate retelling of the Arthurian legend, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. I was blown away on how David Lowery poured his heart and soul into this tale. Watching the story that I grew up loving in English class come to life. All of the strange symbolism and subtext still hanging on to this centuries-old text, right there on the big screen. The movie focuses very little on the literal plot. Instead, the movie invokes feeling and emotion. Yes, you literally watch Gawain go on this trek, but we also watch the physical manifestations of his fear, doubt, and frustration, truly understanding our main character and giving him a real human quality very rarely seen in film. Few actors could have pulled this off, but Dave Patel sure as hell did. I love this movie because David Lowery set out to make something slower, methodical, intentional, something that gives life to an important historical classic. The film has a vital message of what to do with one's life and future, the legacy of our name, and the consequences of our actions. The Green Knight is an enjoyable modern classic released in the hustle and bustle of the modern era. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my blockbuster movies and big franchise movies, and I think that they can be equally as important as more artsy films. But to have something this unique and daring, that's a win in my book. Now, I would love to know what some of your favorites for 2021 were, so leave a comment below and I'll check it out. And you might be wondering, where's the rest of the ScottyMeLad crew? What were their picks for the best ofs? Well, you can hear their comments on our brand new podcast, Best of All, a weekly entertainment review show that highlights standouts in entertainment and media. The crew's episodes will release sometime after the show's launch on March 28th. Sharing our favorites that a general audience would enjoy, video games, movies, TV shows, what have you. Because here on ScottyMeLad, it's what we love.